What's up, guys? Brendan here. Just want to talk about something that I've been hearing a lot about, debated, who's better this season, the Yankees or Mets. And I just want to say very clearly, the Yankees are way better than the Mets. Okay, it's not even close. The Mets eat our seconds, okay? And I'm going to be getting to all that. I'm also going to be getting into Boone's contract extension a little later. First, their manager, whose name I can't even remember, was our bench coach, okay? He was Boone's bench coach, okay? And Aaron Boone, I'm going to get to him. It's not like he's, Casey Stengel, okay? Then they signed Juan Soto to, 15-year deal, $800 million, okay? Who's Miguel Cabrera 2.0. Ignore my slack. But I've gone through this in a different video. Juan Soto's just Miguel Cabrera 2.0. He's gonna eat a bunch of McDonald's and suck in 5 years. Then this offseason, they also signed Clay Holmes, and right now they have him slated as like their third starter. They're having Clay Holmes start. Okay, he wasn't even our third best bullpen guy last year. They signed him to a 2-year, $26 million deal with a 27-player option. Okay, Mr. Steve Cohen, who supposedly has endless amounts of money and, is seemingly hell-bent on beating the Yankees at everything. The best he can do is get Clay Holmes as his starter. We signed Max Fried. Who'd they sign? They signed Soto and Clay Holmes. And look, their lineup has some good hitters. They clearly have Soto and Lindor. That's not as good as a 2-3 as Judge and Soto. Right now we've arguably got a better one with Judge, who's the best hitter in the game, and we've got Bellinger. I've gone through this. Dominguez hopefully is doing great this season, and we've got a few other decent hitters. They've got also Pete Alonso, who's just okay, and that's basically it. They got a decent lineup. They may make a wild card, but they're nothing like the Yankees. And I say this with love to my Mets fans. I have lots of Mets fans in my life, but I just feel like I wanted to get this off my chest. Going back to Steve Cohen, who is supposedly Mr. Warbucks, has like $20 billion or something. He's trying to build a gigantic casino next to his Citi Field. That's not really, indicative of somebody who's not looking for any money, first of all. Second of all, he goes on like 60 Minutes or some news channel and starts talking about, winning a World Series is like, he considers it like a public service.
No press conference. If I can make millions of people happy, how cool is that? And so I actually view it as a civic responsibility.
Winning a World Series isn't a public service. If you want to do public service, why don't you build a new hospital wing, buddy? All right, and I just wanted to get to, Boone's extension. Yankees extended Aaron Boone for 2 more years through 2027. And, I just got to say, I'm not surprised at all. I'm looking at his stats. I just got to say, I'm not surprised at all that they extended him. It would make sense after a World Series appearance. You would extend a manager if they were on their last year of contract, most likely. Booney has a .584 winning percentage with the Yankees. And, I just got to say, they say Judge likes him, players like him. Clearly Cashman likes him. Hal Steinbrenner, I'm sure, knows what's going on. So, I'm not surprised at all that they extended him. Frankly, I find the fact that they only extended him 2 years to actually be kind of if I were him, that would be kind of a letdown in a way, because they're not, Hal Steinbrenner's not going to fire someone with many years left on his contract. So only giving 2 years kind of indicates that, maybe I'm being too positive here, but maybe down the road, by 2026, we're going into another free agent year for him, 2027, and the Yankees still have not won a World Series. Maybe they haven't won a pennant again. Maybe you start thinking they get a new manager in there. Of course, I'm thinking really down the road, but that's what the 2-year extension tells me. I would think if they really thought Boone was their guy long term, they'd give him, 4 years or something like that. So that's really my only take on it. It wasn't a surprise at all. I'm not a total Boone hater, although he kind of really screwed up the World Series, in my opinion. I think, putting in Nestor game 1 and then just kind of how things went, I think he tends to overthink things, especially in the playoffs, big situations. He makes some really questionable pitching moves, in my opinion. And, yeah, I mean, so there you go. So guys, this was just a short one today, just having some fun here. I wanted to get on and do a video. Tomorrow we've got the first spring training game, so I'm going to do a whole video on that tomorrow. Stroman is starting, and we'll see who's in the lineup. Supposedly DJ looks totally washed, so I'm going to be looking into that and just looking into some of the other interesting things that'll be going on. But yeah, I'll be doing a video again tomorrow, so hit subscribe, hit the like button, look out for that one tomorrow. That one will be a little less, just being silly, but I thought this was a fun one to do, so there you go.